Hey everyone, welcome to today's live interactive workshop. We're going to be talking about and showing quite a few membership site magic tricks. My name is Robert Plank. We're here with Mr. Lance Tomashiro, and I have a quick question for you. Do you know how many membership sites you're a member of, a part of? Well, probably more than you think, and I would guess, maybe about 100 or more. Because think about it. Well, a membership site isn't necessarily something you pay something monthly for, but it's a place where you have an account with someone else, some other company, and you yourself as a marketer should create a way for others to create an account with you. When you go to create your cell phone bill, guess what? You log into an account. When I go to pay my mortgage or look at how much is paid off, or I look at when I bought my car, I have a login for that. My car dealership, medical stuff, Facebook, Gmail, Yahoo, Twitter, bank account, PayPal account. So maybe it's even in the thousands, but all these successful businesses all have membership sites to the point now where if you're the only one without a membership site, now you're the weird one. I mean, even Walt Disney Company, who one of their sites runs on WordPress, they have a membership site to, I guess, log in and check your points or rewards. I mean, Coke has a membership site to check your points and all that stuff. There are membership sites like Lynda, Udemy. So if you can just apply that on somewhat of a smaller scale, there's something to that. So as we're about to bring out Mr. Lance Tomashiro, aren't you glad that people are marketing to you and emailing to you and trying to sell you stuff? Well, you should be glad that they are because, well, if you're trying to figure out how to make money online, be an internet marketer, and if other internet marketers are not marketing to you, isn't there kind of a conflict, a disconnect there? So those don't sound like very good marketers to me. So people should be marketing to you. You should be glad they are because that way you can absorb the things that you can market right back. And finally, as we're about to bring out Mr. Lance, can you get more than 24 hours in a day? Well, the answer is no. No one in history has ever got out 25 hours in a day. So the best thing that me and Lance can do for you right now today as you close everything down is to show you how to establish that money making site, that membership site in a short amount of time. We're talking not 6 months, more like 6 minutes, and actually show you how to market it and fill it up. Because if you think about it, most people don't know to make membership sites or don't show you how to make membership sites, and if they do, they leave out the marketing piece. And I think that's the missing link for this training today, is for you to create a site, create a membership site, and market the heck out of it and get it filled with recurring paying members. So as we talk about all that, close everything down and help me welcome to the stage Mr. Lance Tomashiro. What's up, Mr. Lance?
Not too much. You know, one of the things that you mentioned, I am super glad that you did, and that was if somebody is not marketing to you, then there's a problem. And we're going to talk specifically about why that's a problem in more detail, because I think that one of the things that happens to most people that aren't getting the results that they want online, and definitely the results that they deserve online, is that they're in the wrong niche. And we're going to talk in detail. In fact, I want you guys to start thinking about niches that you are interested in, niches that maybe that you are in or having a problem with, because one lucky person on this call, we're actually going to use your niche as an example for this live interactive workshop. So make sure you know where that question box is. Make sure that you're ready to interact, because today this is all about you. And here's what we're going to do. Is this content, in case you guys didn't notice, most of you, if you signed up early for this webinar, we had a questionnaire on there that was asking you about where you're struggling, where you're stuck, what you need to have. And today's interactive workshop was prepared 100% from your questions and the things that you're stuck on, so that we can get you through all of that and you can start making some real progress in your business. This is live, this is interactive, so make sure that you go into the question box right now so that you know where it is. I know that you can hear me, and I know that you're ready to interact with me so I can help you, and type the word change in the question box, because that's what today is all about. It's all about change. It's about refocusing the way that you look at your online business, about the way that you're managing your online business, and the way that you're going to move your online business forward so that you get better results and, more importantly, more results. Now, my goal on this workshop is to give you a new perception about membership sites and to get you to that next step. You know, Robert mentioned a lot of things, sites that everybody now has membership sites. And when I got started online, 6 years ago now, 7 years ago, something like that, membership sites were brand new. Membership sites were this thing that nobody heard of, nobody understood, but the one thing that everybody thought was that membership site meant you sign up forever and you pay monthly and that's it. You're stuck forever. Kind of like my Gold's Gym account that I can't get canceled and I never ever use. Well, the thing that I want you to know is that the whole idea of membership sites is good, but it's completely changed. And just like Robert said, if you use Gmail, if you use Facebook, if you pay your mortgage online, your cell phone bill, everything is now membership site based. And they range from free membership sites, which I'm sure you're all a part of many of those, to single times you buy something once membership sites, to, membership sites that you pay recurring every single month. And I want you to know when to use those, where to use those, and how, more importantly, they can benefit your wallet moving forward. Now, to get started here, I've got on the screen here 1951. This is about as important as it gets, and this is going to be huge for today's workshop. So I want you to write this down. 1951. I want you to put it on a sticky. I want you to put it on a Post-it note. I want you to have this so that you can see this every time you're at your computer, every time that you're working on your business. And I'll tell you specifically why here in just a little bit. But before we move on, I want to know where you are. And what I'm going to put up right now is some of the answers that we got in from our questionnaire that we sent out for this specific workshop. And I want to know where you are at. So if yours isn't here, make sure that you type it in so that we make sure you get your questions answered. So here's what we got. Finding people that need my services. And I mean, isn't that a bummer when you come up with a product, when you have a great idea for a service, but you then can't find somebody to market to? Remember what we talked about. If nobody's marketing to you, that should be a huge red flag. So this is a good one. We need to know where to find people that will actually buy our product, buy our services, buy our reports, buy our videos. Then here's another one. I love this one. I've got too many pokers in the fire. My brain needs to slow down and focus on one system that will generate consistent income. Now, here's why I love this one. Have you ever bought a product online? I buy products all of the time. And my problem with them is that they're never complete systems. Right? I go to a sales page and they say, I'm going to teach you everything you want to know about traffic. And I go, perfect. That's what I need. $7. And then as soon as I buy it, I get sent to a page that says, ooh, thanks for buying my $7 thing, but what you really need is this thing that I'm going to sell you for $97. So get this, and then you'll really know everything about traffic. I'm like, well, great, that's what I wanted. So let me get that. And then I go to another page and I go, what you really need is my coaching program. It costs $1,000 a month, and then you'll really know how to get traffic. So I buy that too. And then all of a sudden, I've got all of these different systems that don't fit together, and I don't know how to make it all work with the stuff I don't even have set up yet, and it's just all a big waste of time. So what we really need is one system encompassed in one place so that we can follow the entire system, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, and know when we're finished so that then we can generate that consistent income. Not piecemeal things together, have one system. And the basis of all of that, in case you haven't figured it out yet, is membership sites, okay? Everybody's base of their entire online business, no matter if it's Amazon, Google, Lance Tomashiro, Robert Plank, or any of you, starts with some sort of membership site. All right, I'm stuck. I don't know how to connect the dots on all the elements in a funnel. I love this one. One of the things that marketers are really good at, and especially I think a lot of them do it on purpose, is we're good at confusing newbies. So we come up with different words, right? If you guys heard words like, you have to have an opt-in page, you have to have an upsell, you have to have a sales page, you have to have all of these things, and then somebody comes along and goes, you know what? What you need isn't an opt-in page and a sales page and an email sequence. You need a funnel. All of these things that people do is they make up a new name for the exact same thing. Okay? Get a piece of paper. Here's everything that you need for your online business. Now, are there bigger, smaller components of it? Yes, but I want you to have the CEO view of it. The first thing, the very first thing, write this all the way on the left sheet of your paper, is traffic. Okay? Traffic. That's people, not just any traffic, targeted traffic coming to your next piece, right? So traffic, now write an arrow that goes to the right. Next to that arrow, I want you to write lead capture. This is your opt-in page, this is your autoresponder, this is all of those things, okay? Then I want you to make another arrow from there, and I want you to put offers. This is your sales pages, your membership sites, the things that you sell. That is the funnel. Now, once you have those three things, you understand how those all work from the CEO view. Well, now you can just add more. You want a more complex funnel, since that's what this person asked? Well, you add more opt-in pages. You add more sales pages. You change where your email autoresponder sequence goes to. But the whole thing is just those three pieces: targeted traffic, lead capture, and offers. Now, the cool thing is, once you have lead capture set up in the middle, well, guess what? Now you also control your traffic, and your email becomes another source of traffic that just loops around, right? So don't make it hard. Just keep it as simple as possible. Now, next one. Everywhere, from idea to implementation to marketing to it all. I have a problem with all of it. And you know what? For me, this goes back to the second one, which is nobody's giving you a complete system. Nobody's saying, here's how you start with nothing. Let me build it for you. And then now you have all of the pieces in place and you know how they all fit together. We're going to change all of that today. So if any of this sounds familiar for you, then go ahead and put me in the box, because then we know you're in the right place. I know I'm talking to the right people, and I know we're going to get you the right sort of information that you need to move forward. So the question that I asked myself after seeing all of this was, how in the world can all of this be possible? Here's one response that summed it all up. I don't know how long I've been trying to create passive income online. Suffice it to say, it's been years. The number one obstacle I find is knowing exactly what to do. And boom, that's exactly it, right? Like, we don't know when we first come online, like, what I do first. Everything's sort of talked about, back to the whole thing we just did, in CEO terms, right? Like they say, here's what you need to do. You need to build your funnel and have an opt-in page. And once you have your opt-in page, you write an email sequence. And once you do that, you make a sales page and create a product. And you know what? That's great. And I do need to know all of that. And I did. But that doesn't help me get to those things, right? Like, I don't know what to put on my opt-in page. I don't know what to say in my email autoresponder sequence. I don't know how to connect my PayPal to my membership site. So while I get that you're telling me all of these high-level things that I need to have, I'm stuck because I don't know how to get from this high-level view to down in the trenches and how to actually get it done, right? And when I do, I personally get overwhelmed. I need it to be easy. I usually need it to be done for me, and I need it to have exactly what to say. And when I say have exactly what I say, I mean, tell me what to put on my squeeze page. Tell me what a good headline is. I don't know, and I don't want to go learn copywriting. All I want to do is sell my dang product on getting coaching clients, on playing the piano, on learning how to golf better. I don't want to be a copywriter. I don't want to be a tech nerd. I never did. That's not why I decided to sell things online. And I believe that this is what the real problem is. So if I'm on the right track, go ahead and put in yes, because then I'll know that this is going to be helpful for you guys to move forward. So here's the thing. No wonder all of this happened, because like me, you probably came online and thought, well, here's what I got to do. I got to create a product. Well, that's easy. That's a report, a book, a video, something else, maybe a webinar. I just got to create that thing and then sell it. And if I can do that, then I'll live this dream of making some kind of passive income. Well, that's what I thought when I got online. And then I started buying courses. And when I bought courses, here's what happened. They all showed me theory. They all did what we just talked about a minute ago, where they told me all of these things but never showed me how to do that. And so they tell you all this theory, but they never actually show you what you should be doing. And if you're lucky enough to get into a course where they actually do show you something, have you guys ever bought these courses where they're like, I'm going to show you everything, I'm going to reveal it all, I'm going to pull everything back, and then you buy their course and they go, I can't show you how I make my millions of dollars online because I'm in a niche that's so good, I don't want you to actually see it. And so what do? They'll log in and they go, if you want to make a sales page or a headline, you type in, look at my great test headline. Look at my great test report. Look at all of my test name user. And I'm like, do you actually sell anything, or did you read the manual for something and now you're showing me your secrets, which I could have just went to ClickBank and read how to set up a product. I could have just went to Wishlist member and read how to do all of this. Quit hiding behind I can't reveal my niche and show me you actually setting something up like you promised me on the sales page. If you do that, then I can reproduce it on my own. But when you talk about test headlines and you don't write a real one, I don't know what to do. And I always wonder to myself, isn't this what I paid you for? Because this is what you said on the sales page. This is what you told me you were going to do. And now you're just showing me test crap. You know, sorry, I get really fired up about this stuff because they offer you these promises of hundreds of thousands of dollars and no work. And you know what? Just like me, you probably go out there and chase it. But here's what I want you to do. I want you to stop right now because it is time for something different. It's time for you to know that, you know what, you can make hundreds of thousands of dollars online. I have, and I'm more than willing to show you exactly how I built one of those hundreds of thousands of dollars of funnels without anything. I'm talking from scratch, from zero, from choosing the domain to setting up the thing, to creating the product, to writing the sales copy so that you can see all of that. It's time for everything to be different and for you to vote with your wallets and stop letting people sell you these crap things that don't work. So I'm going to simple it all down for you right now. I want to ask you a question. If you had to, if you absolutely had to, and technology was not a factor because I did it all for you, could you write a quick report on a topic that you are an expert in? I think you could. I think we all could. You could probably even do better than a report. Most of you can probably write a book. Most of you can probably make a quick little video. You could all do this. And more importantly, could you write a quick report that you are an expert in that you could sell one or two of those a day? One or two. I'm not telling you to sell millions or hundreds of thousands, but could you sell one or two of these a day at $7, $14, or even $19? Even if, I mean, are you committed enough? Even if you had to one-on-one contact people, email people you know, talk to people you know on Facebook, find people that need your product, could you, if you absolutely had to, if your life depended on it and you wanted to be a true entrepreneur and get free and have passive income, could you sell one or two a day finding people at $19? Well, if you pick your niche right, I think you can, and we're going to talk about specifically all of that. So again, we're back to 1951. It's all going to be about 1951. Did you write it down yet? Make sure you get this written down. This is going to be the most important thing that you get out of this webinar. Now let's talk about picking a niche. All right, I told you 1951 was the most important, but let me tell you something. 1951 doesn't even matter if you don't pick the right niche, because this is the very first piece in the entire process of making money online. And I can't tell you how many people get this wrong, where they get married to an idea, they want it to be this thing because they think it's a good idea, and worse than that, nobody else is doing it. They've done the research and they found out no one else is doing this. That's why it must be a good idea. But here's the thing. Most people get their niche wrong. Most people get their niche wrong. They spend years figuring out what their niche is. They spend years trying to recover from their mistake of picking the wrong niche. And the truth is, you can find out if a niche is good or not in about 5-10 minutes if you're slow. And if you pick it right to begin with, you're going to be way happier and you're going to get way better results. Now, here's the hint. I already kind of mentioned this. Don't be married to your idea. Look, we all have ego issues. I know that I do. And sometimes when I come up with an idea and I run it by Robert and I say, you know what, Robert, this is what we got to do. And he goes, you know what, that sucks. That's a terrible idea. And we'll go through the process I'm going to go through with you right now to where he can prove to me it's a terrible idea. And you know what? It kind of hurts me. But I'm really glad that he does that for me. And the reason is that in 5 or 10 minutes of me going, I've got this great idea, I'm so excited, he can go, let me save you a lot of time. And if I'm not married to the idea, then I can back out of it, find something new, regroup, and move forward making money rather than spending years recovering from all of this time and effort that I made a mistake from the very first start. If you start going in the wrong direction, I hate to say it, but you're screwed to begin with. So here's the key. Get your product, get your idea out quick, whatever it is. That's why I said, can you write a quick $19 report and get it out? I'm going to show you how to do that. That way you can get it out quick, you can test it, and if it doesn't work, you can either tweak it or throw it away and move on. But who cares if you only spent a couple hours on it to find out that it was wrong? And if you do the process I'm about to show you, chances are you're going to have a good process to get started with. So let's talk about your niche selection. Again, you should write these down or at least answer these on a piece of paper so that you have them for later. And at the very worst, just mentally sort of keep a checklist as we go through here. So here's what you want to know when you're selecting your niche. What are you passionate about? What do you care about? What do you like? And you know what? Here's the thing. If you don't know crap about golf, don't make a product about golf. Like, please don't, because, well, one, you don't know the market, you don't care about it, it's not what you're thinking about. You're going to end up building something that you hate. So do something that you like, not something that you think somebody else is doing that makes them successful. Because what really makes them successful is they picked a niche they were passionate about. What do you spend your time thinking about? I mean, I spend my time thinking about nerd stuff. I spend my time thinking about golf. I spend my time thinking about how to teach people to move their businesses forward. I spend time thinking about, okay, here's my weird thing, about audio stuff, like how to make good recordings and like how to do equalizers and all of that other stuff. So this is nerd stuff that I think about. And here's a big one. Not only what are you passionate about, what do you spend your time thinking about, what do people ask you for help with? Okay, like, I mean, do people come up to you and say, you know, you're really good at getting books down, writing books. Can you tell me how to write a book quicker? Do people say, man, you're really good with time management. Can you teach me how to be more productive? Can you give me a hint on how to play the piano better? Any of these things that people are constantly asking you for might be a clue as to what you should use for your niche. What kind of magazines do you read? What kind of movies do you watch? What kind of YouTube videos do you look for? These are all hints about your niche that you should be in. And one of the most important thing is, what products do you buy? Chances are, if you're buying a lot of products in this niche, you're probably passionate about it. You probably spend your time thinking about it. You're probably kind of an expert about it. Now, here is the absolute biggest one. Write this down right now. Are there competitors? Are there competitors? Remember at the beginning, Robert said, if nobody's marketing to you, there's a problem. Now, let me tell you, if I didn't get marketed to my email inbox every time I opened my email box, do you know what I would do? I would get in a different niche besides email marketing. Do you know why? Because if no one's doing it, then that means no one's making money in it. Does that make sense? You don't want to create the wheel. You don't want to be the trailblazer in your niche. You want to find a niche or already doing things and do what they do so that you can make money the same way. Now, I'm not saying copy them. I'm just saying if there's a tactic or there's products, then that means that there's room for you to make your own spin on that particular type of product. So pick a niche where you're passionate, something that you spend your time thinking about, something you're an expert in, and something that there are competitors in. If you can't meet those things, find a different niche. All right, so now let's talk about this a little bit. Everybody get in the chat box right now, type in a topic or niche. What should we research? I mean, let's start with an idea, just like when I go to Robert, and let's find out if your idea is good or not, if we should use it. And the reason is because I don't just want to tell you these things in theory. I want to go through one of your niches. I want to look at it. I want to show you what I would do if I was researching it so that you can all repeat this exact same thing for your very own niche. And that would be something that is helpful to you. That will be something that can actually move you forward. All right, so the first one that comes in is private mortgage investing. Perfect. I don't know crap about it. I don't even really know what that means. I'm guessing what private mortgage investing means is like maybe real estate investing or flipping houses, something like that. So while I'm getting set up here, maybe give me just a quick little couple words detail so I can help understand whoops, whoa, what did I do here? Went crazy with the Mac here. Sorry about what private mortgage investing really is. So I'm going to bring up old Google over here. And let's see, so hard money lending. All right, I still don't know what that is, but we're going to go ahead and look it up. So the first thing that I would do is I would say, let's go to Google, and the words that he gave me was private mortgage investing and hard money lending. So I'm going to say, gosh, I don't, let's see, how about we'll just do this. I'm going to just do hard money lending to start with. So hard money lending. And okay, so I see hard money lender. All right, let's see what this is. So hard money lenders are lending companies or individuals that offer collateral backed by a loan. So I think what this means is they tend to lend short-term. So I think what this person is saying is that basically their niche is people that, and tell me if I'm right or wrong, Walter, on this, is your niche is people that can make money by lending, basically making loans to other short-term loans to other people, and then making money on interest or whatever, however you make money doing loans, if I'm doing that right. And it's backed by some kind of collateral. So basically, you tell me you need to borrow $100,000. I say, put your mortgage up against it. I become a lien holder. You borrow the $100,000 and then you pay me back. All right, cool, correct. So backed by real estate. All right, so the first thing that worries me about this is that when I type in hard money lending, and while I'm going through this, I want you to type in and tell me what your potential customer would type into Google. So while I'm looking at this, I see that there's no real products here. Like I see like all of these people that are looking to get it, and the only real competitors are like these big finance companies and these big other companies. Doesn't mean that we don't have a good niche yet. I'm just saying, red flag, I'm seeing nothing based on what I've been shown right now. I don't see any info products. I don't see anything for sale other than really contacting a bank. So I'm going to do this one. Let's try private money lending. So I see who they are and how to find them. And again, I don't see anybody teaching a course on how to do private money. There's nothing that I can buy. All there is banks that I can contact. So for me, at this point, without more information, I would say you need to revise this niche at this point. And this is exactly why. Okay, because there's nothing. I mean, even doing it, like, let me try this one real quick. How to make money doing hard money lending. I mean, nothing. And do you see, like, nothing's coming up, and there's people that need a loan? So this one would make me really nervous. I can't find a product. I can't find anybody else. So I would check this off or definitely revamp. All right, so the next one that came into the box was Harley Davidson motorcycle. Now, while I'm doing this, I want to know what you're going to do with Harley Davidson motorcycles. Like, what is it? Riding them, maintaining them, collecting them? What about them? But again, I'm going to start with Harley Davidson motorcycles. And again, can you guys see like why it matters about your niche? Like when you just say my niche is Harley Davidson motorcycles or private backed investing, this is how you do the research. And if it's not more specific or clear, then you're probably not doing it right. So I look and I see, all right, there's accessories, but you're probably not going to be able to make your own accessories. And then I look, and I mean, again, nothing for sale other than actual Harley Davidson motorcycles. So riding them. So riding a motorcycle. So all right, we'll say riding Harley Davidson motorcycles. And I got some YouTube videos, I got some shirts, but again, some tips, but these are free. And again, nothing at all for sale, okay? Nothing at all for sale. So again, this makes me a little nervous. I would again revise my niche or move on. All right, Next thing that comes in. Hopefully we'll find one, but I think finding things that aren't great as they are, not to say that hard money lending or Harley Davidson aren't good, just the way that they presented is not good. You got to find something a little bit better. So the next one that came in is making balloon animals. All right, making balloon animals. And I like this one because it's specific. This is what I would type in if I wanted to make balloon animals. I see a guy that's trying to get hired, learn how to make balloon animals, and some free stuff, balloonanimals.com. Let's see what this one is. So we'll take a look here. Um, let's see what this monkey seed site is. Here's an Amazon link that comes up, and we'll go to the next page. Balloon Animals Kit, balloon animal instructions, some twisting. So I just picked the first couple ones that look a little bit interesting, and let's see what we got. So this one is balloonanimals.com, and he's got some free stuff on here, but he's also got a store. So let's see. So here's what I see. I see this looks like a book or an actual plan for just making these wings for $10. I see some tricks and tips for $20. I see how to make faces for $30. So books and videos are definitely for sale. And what I like about this is that these are like $30, $10 for how to make one thing, right? $30 for how to make a couple faces. So there's lots of stuff that you can sell, right? Like $20 for making a gun, $20 for making a castle. So lots of stuff that you can sell. I like this so far. Let's look at the next link. So how to make a teddy bear. Oops, let me stop this. Okay, mute tab. And this is, so a video series, and it looks like what they're really selling is, what I like about this is, and I don't know what this is, but it looks like, okay, so this is just an affiliate site, it looks like. So don't need to worry about that. On Amazon, we've got same thing, how to create stuff with balloons. And let me tell you, you could make as a bonus, you could sell them some balloons, like go and buy a whole bunch at wholesale and sell those. We see this balloon making kit. We see a balloon book. So I like all of this. There's lots of stuff that is for sale around how to make balloon stuff. So that's a good thing. It was easy for us to find. Here's a wholesale shop for you right here. See, there's lots of stuff and instruction that you can buy. So I like this. So the next thing that I would do is I would say, can I write a quick report? Can I teach somebody how to do something really fast? Well, in your specific case, you probably already know how to make one or two. So I would just make a couple of quick reports that are just like we've seen, how to make XYZ. Have some pictures, have a step-by-step, maybe make some videos. That would be a great thing. But what I would also do is go to Amazon, and I would search making balloon animals. And I would look in I want to look in the books category to see what kind of books they have. And check this out. We've got a bunch of books that are for sale in this niche. Now that's really, really good. So we've got definitely other people are selling stuff. Now what was the other thing that we were worried about? Can we find people that actually are interested in this? Do we know where the people are? We know there must be somewhere because people sell stuff. So the next thing I would do is go, let's see, making balloon animals. And now what I want to do is put forum, because I want to see if I can find people. So cool. I mean, looks good when there's actually forums on this stuff, and we'll just open the first two. But here's a forum with people that are active, December 13th, not super active, but let's see, there's 44 guests online right now. So there's people looking for this. So you could go and actually do this. And what I like about this particular forum is I don't see any advertising. Now here's just a little tidbit that I would give you is I would contact the owner of this forum and just say, can I advertise on your site? I'll pay you $50 a month or whatever. Here's another one, a chat. And same thing, we know we can get to people. We know that they're on these forums. We know that there's places that we can advertise. This is awesome. This is all looking good. And again, this person isn't using um, any of his advertising space, so that's something good. 11 users online, perfect. So again, we have places where we can meet people. The final place that I would go is Facebook, just to do a quick search and to see if people are actually looking at this. So let's say like balloon balloon animals. Let's just see what comes up if I do balloon it. So there is that's a place. So let's say balloon animals, and then we'll do groups. So, all right, so let's say, oops, balloon animal groups. Let's see the pages here. So that looks like something, but not quite what we're looking for. Pages. All right, so we got balloon animals, super balloon animals. So there's some pages. Let's check groups here. Balloon animation, balloon animals, only 5 members. Ooh, so that makes, oh, here's 100 people. So the one thing that makes me a little nervous is there's not like big groups on this. Well, 2,000 members, that's good. So that's good, but not like, the hundreds of thousands or the huge, but still we can find people, right? You could go to these people, or you could advertise to them, or you could even talk to them and get to know them if you had to. So again, there's at least some stuff on Facebook, and more importantly, we know that there are actual groups and forums based around this. So, I mean, that's awesome. I would say that the balloon animal niche is definitely something worth exploring. So we have our idea. Now, here's what you do. Again, quickly look to see if there's other products that are for sale. We did that, and we even found 2 niches that we didn't dive deep into that didn't have stuff for sale. So we got rid of those right off the bat. We didn't spend a lot of time. We didn't get married to our idea. We just moved on to the next. Then we saw if we could find potential buyers. We searched for forums, we found big products, and we did find some Facebook groups. So we know that we have people that we could contact if we needed to. And did it pass those criteria? Well, we had 2 that didn't and 1 that did, so that's awesome. So now let's put together an outline for our $19 report. This would be pretty awesome, right? Like, we just want to make something that we could get out and sell. So how do we do that? Well, again, all we're going to do is go back to our, oops, happened here. Let's bring back up our Amazon site here. I don't know how to get, I obviously don't really know Mac that well, so we're just gonna go ahead and go with this. So here's what I would do is, first of all, I would go to, if you guys have a Google account, you have this, I would go to google.com/drive. This is called Google Drive. And I would go to new right here, and I'm gonna go to Google Docs. This is basically like Word that's built into the internet by Google for free. So we're going to call this Balloon Animal Report. And let's just make our outline really quick. We don't have time to write a whole report, but let's get an outline. And here's what I would do. I would go to Amazon, and I would start looking at the other books that are on here. And first thing I see is like how to make, here's a good one, how to make blow up animals. So we can click on this and take a look at it. Now, let's see, some of these we can look at, see this where it says look inside? So we can look inside, and we can see, all I'm looking for is the table of contents. I just want to see what this person's doing. So in this book, he's got like a general about balloons, then he's got how to blow up the balloon, how to tie the knot, and then how to make different types of things. So that's what I would probably start with. And we don't have to plagiarize, but just that makes sense, right? I don't want to think of this on my own. I want to see what's already selling. So my first chapter would be, what was it, about balloons? Because maybe there's like, I don't know about them, but maybe there's like kinds that you need, or some that are good or bad or whatever. But I would have about balloons, and then I would have how to blow it up, right? How to blow it up, because I know these things are hard to blow up. How to tie it, and then how to make and then whatever it is that you know how to make. And I would only do one or two, maybe three, however hard it is, but how to make, I think I saw giraffe, how to make hat, how to make sword, right? And just like that, we can now know that we've got the same type of outline, and all we have to do is fill these in. It doesn't have to be all that elaborate. Let's take a look at a couple others just to make sure we're on the right page. So let's see, the Ultimate Balloon Book. And this one doesn't let us look inside, so we'll go back and look for another one. Let's try, uh, here's one, balloon sculpting. Here we go. We can look inside of this one. And again, I just want to see the table of contents. So balloon care, that's interesting. Character aids, and then again, just animals, apples, hats, games. So that, here's another one. So this, maybe this is a good one. So games to play. And just like that, we can now go write a couple of quick sentences on each of these and have our topic ready to go. So don't overthink this. With the resources that we have available today, I mean, things are just much, much quicker, and you don't need to spend a bunch of time doing all of this. All right, so we've got our niche. We know how to put together an outline. Now, here's the thing. Once you've got your PDF, your report, your videos, or whatever it is that you're going to sell, you need to think about, what do most successful websites look like, right? Like, what do membership sites look like? Well, here's what you need to know. You need a dashboard for organization. Don't be one of these people where you buy something and you log in and it's like a list of things, or like something that you'll never be able to use. Make it look nice and organized. What we like to do is have a dashboard for that. You need to have, if you've got a ton of content in there, have dripped content, because this will prevent overwhelm and allow people to actually use your product or service. And you don't want to take time for it to be perfect, okay? Just get it right. Just get it out there and just get it moving forward. You can always adjust and grow later. Now, here's what you need. You need WordPress, which is free. You need a membership plugin like Wishlist Member, which is $297, or I'll buy you a copy for it. I'll tell you how I can buy you a copy for this at the end of this. You need a template, and I'll even build one for you if you want. But don't be fooled, okay? You use membership sites for every aspect of your business. You use free membership sites for list building. You use membership sites for single pay things like books or one video or things that you just buy once. You use membership sites for payment plans, for continuity sites. You use them for everything. And let me show you what I'm talking about in case you've never seen the inside of one of these or don't know exactly what it is that I'm showing you. So I'm going to go to this site called incomemachine.com/members. This is one of our actual sites that we have, and let me make this a little bit smaller so it'll fit on this screen. And the first thing that you'll notice is that when you log into one of our sites, we collect some information, optional information from you. This will play into stuff later, but I just want you to notice that the first time until you fill this in, this pops up for you. But once you're in the site, see how everything is like just nice on this one dashboard. So all of the resources that anybody would need, there's links to it right here, easy to see. All of the modules are clearly made right here. And here's the other cool thing. So this module's got a PDF, it's got a challenge, and it's got a video. Well, if I click on video, boom, the video just starts playing right there. It doesn't switch, it doesn't do anything. And then when I'm done with the video, I click done watching video and I'm right back to where I am. So I'm always on this one dashboard. It makes it easy to organize and easy to use. Now, the other cool thing that we do in here is we make checklists for our stuff. So if you click on this checklist here, watch how slick this is. So you can make a checklist for anything, like, did you buy your balloons? Did you blow it up? Did you tie the knot? Did you do this right thing? And you can see there's this pie chart up here that's not filled in. And then I go through all of the things that I need to do. So have I selected my niche? Sure. Have I identified my marketplace? Sure. And I can keep track of what I've done in my process. And along the way, I can see how many steps I still have to go and how many I've already done. And this is available with our plugin called WP Notepad. okay? Only for members of Membership Cube, and we'll talk more about that in a little bit. But the basic thing that you need to know is have the dashboard, collect information, and then create easy to use checklists, okay? Pretty simple, pretty easy to do, and it makes everything just work really nice, simple, and slick. So we know that membership sites now are easy. We know that they're cheap, and we know we want to use them for everything. So what is it about this 1951 stuff? Well, here's what I want you to know. If you can sell something at $19 and make 51 sales, that's about $1,000 a month. $1,000 a month, and that's less than 2 sales a day. If you have done your niche selection the way that we said, and if you're committed to do this, you can make 1 or 2 sales a day just by contacting people. Even if you have no list, even if you have no traffic, you can do this with the right niche. Now, $19 is nothing. That's $20, 2 sales a day, and that will get you to $1,000 about a month. Now, that's good, but here's the thing. Let's assume that it takes you a while to get to those 2 sales, right? And that you're going to sell 1. Well, that's doable, but here's the thing. If you just sold 1, after 365 days, that's almost $7,000 in a year. That's not bad for a quick little report that we just put together right now. But how do we leverage those? How do we leverage those buyers and actually grow it bigger and create a passive and recurring income? Well, here's the thing. After 30 days with the 1951 formula, you'll have about 51 people paying you $19 each per month. And we're going to talk about different strategies for recurring in a minute. But if you do that, that means that you have now a recurring income of about $1,000 per month. Pretty good and a great start. But now here's what I want you to think about. Because after that first 30 days, I don't want you to stop and go, I'm happy with my $1,000 a month. Nope. What I want you to do is keep going. And if you want, just keep going and do the absolute minimum, but keep selling at least 1 or 2 of your products every day. Why? Because it snowballs once you have recurring. Because after 2 months, now you have 102 people, which is about $2,000 a month. And after 6 months, you have about 300 people, or about $6,000 a month. And this is, remember, not at $6,000 a month, it's also the money you earned up to those 6 months, right? So all you have to do is start with selling 1 or 2 cheap $19 products every single day. Now here's the thing. How do you get stuff that's recurring? Well, what can you add in to keep somebody coming back, right? For the balloon thing that we've been talking about in this particular workshop, what I would do is just upsell them to, for $19 a month, you also get a new 5 different animals every single month, right? You get a free Q&A webinar. It's easy to add stuff in. Can you add monthly Q&A calls? Can you do some kind of coaching? What about more training videos? What about some checklists like what I showed you? For the balloon thing, I would make a checklist and a video for each animal that I made, and I would just keep adding more and more to them to keep people in. How about a directory? Have you guys ever even thought of this? There's a thing called a directory. Have you ever heard of one of these where you just list businesses or list stuff? Can I show you a guy? This isn't just a guy. I should take that back. This is one of our platinum students that is absolutely amazing. When he came to us, he was doing well. He was making 5 to 10 grand a month on this particular thing, and he came to us and said, how can I blow this thing up? And Robert and I blew this thing up for him with one simple idea. The idea was a directory. We wanted to turn his stuff into a recurring income stream. Now what this guy makes, I'm not going to give you the exact numbers. He actually showed us the other day, but he makes multiple 6 figures. Actually, he makes multiple 6 figures every single month with one site. And I'll even show you guys the site because I'm not going to talk about Theoryland. I want to show you what he's doing. So here's who he is. His name is Dr. Charles Runnels. He's a medical doctor and also a plastic surgeon. And what he did was he invented something called the O-Shot, the private shot, vampire facial, which is something Kim Kardashian uses, and this thing called the vampire facelift. And what he did was he trademarked these procedures, and then he sells the right to use them, and he trains other physicians on how to do it for $1,000 or $2,000. That's what they make for doing these procedures. But what he does is, since he trademarked it, he created a directory, and he charges doctors $97 a month to be on the directory. That's it. $97 a month to be on the directory. Then he sells them, workshops and all these different things. But all he does is he goes on TV, he buys advertising, he just markets this procedure. Then people look it up on the internet, they find his site, which has the directory on it, and then potential clients go to the doctors, and then the doctors get paid and they make their money back from doing the procedure. He also does videos, webinars, tools, has templates, but the big thing that changed his business is this directory. Okay, and let me show you how this directory works, okay, because it's all automated. He didn't want to do more work, he wanted to do less work. So what happens is they join his membership site for $97 a month. The pop-up that I showed you guys a little while ago comes up, they confirm their address, okay? Once the address is confirmed, they automatically show up in the directory. And what's awesome, and you guys can all go to this site and check it out when I show you in a minute, is it shows the potential customers who the closest doctor to them is. That's pretty slick, right? And then if the doctor refunds or stop paying, they automatically get removed from the directory. He doesn't have to collect it. He doesn't have to do anything. He doesn't have to do any work. He just has a site set up. All he does is market it and collect the payments. So here's what it looks like on a mobile device. You go to vampirefacelift.com and then we'll go there. I think it's /directory. If you go on a mobile device, it uses your location and then it automatically knows how close you are. Pretty cool if you were making a directory for any type of service, right? Restaurants in your local area, real estate agents, whatever it is, this is pretty useful. So let's take a look of how this actually looks and works, not just talk about the theory. So the actual site we've been talking about, and you guys are going to be blown away. Hopefully he isn't on here, but you're all going to be able to create one of these. Oops, don't want to go there just yet. So people go to this vampirefacelift.com site, and can you guys all make a site like this? I mean, there's nothing really to this, right? He's got some videos, just generic information. He's got this simple theme. This guy makes multiple six figures every month. The reason I want you to see this is because you don't have to do all of these fancy graphics and all of this stuff, just something simple. So when people come to this site, and this site is highly, highly trafficked, they look through and then they go, oh, I want to find a provider. So they go to find a provider and they're taken to this directory. Now see this? Vampire Facelift wants to know your location. So I'm going to click allow. And now, oops, there it goes. When it reloads after it knows my location, check this out. It's got my zip code in here. And look, I've got doctors that I can see 7 miles from my house, 17 miles, all the doctors that I can go look at right here in this directory. And this is all managed just by them being a member of his Wishlist member site. So pretty easy and simple to do. Now, what if I didn't want to look in my area code? Well, I could say I want to see doctors in California. Not sure why. I pick California and boom. Now I can see all of the doctors there. So pretty cool, pretty easy to use. And again, every one of these people is paying him $97 a month only to be listed in this directory. Now, pretty cool if you think about, the potential and the things that you can do with that sort of business model. Because could you make a directory of plastic surgeons? Sure you could. What if you did this with chiropractors? What if you did this with local businesses? What if you had a certified directory for anything it is that you do? What if you had a certified balloon maker clown directory or something like that? What if Robert and I had a directory of people that were certified backup creator users? Can you see how we could have lots of people doing different things in there? Now imagine what you could do, because again, this is all automated and super simple. But what if you used our WP Notepad checklist like I showed you, and you created a test to make sure that they were certified? Then what you did was you had your directory of certified members to get them repeat business, and all you had to do was market the website. Pretty super simple, right? So again, something that you can use, something that you can see, something that more importantly you can do. The secret to success: definitely have a big vision. Think big, but do the little steps to get you there. have a mentor. Have somebody that's done the thing that you want to do and get as close to them as you can, however you can, and have them walk you through the exact process. But here's the thing. People that are successful understand something that most struggling business owners miss. And it's this. It's that the small steps that you take make it impossible not for you to achieve your goals. And here's what I mean. What I started you out with today was not how to make $100 million trillion, but how to make $1,000 a month. You know how you make $1,000 a month? You make one $19 sale a day, and then you grow it and you grow it and you grow it. But you know what? It's way more palatable, and it's way more likely that you'll get to your end goal just like Dr. Charles did, of multiple six figures a month by simply starting with one doctor. He didn't go out and try to like mass market and go, if I don't get 1 million doctors signed up to this overnight, I'm a failure. No, he went and got one doctor. And then on day 2, he went and got one doctor. And then on day 3, he went and got one doctor. That's how you get to the goal that you're trying to achieve, not by, I'm just going to put something up on Amazon and make $1 million in a month. You're not. You've done that. You failed. Do it the right way. Small steps get you to where you want to be. Because here's the thing. Your one small step or small decision automatically leads you to the next. That gets rid of all of your overwhelm. That gets rid of all of your confusion because you're not thinking 20 steps ahead. Have you ever done that and then you actually learn how to do it and it's not the way that you thought? Just worry about the next action that you need to take, because progress is way more important than perfection. Here's what all of our competitors want you to think. They want you to think that you have to have all of this. You got to have a front end offer. You got to have it priced at a certain price. You got to have an upsell, a downsell, an upsell to that, a downsell to that. Otherwise, you won't make money. That's BS. Have you ever seen these things on Facebook? I see them all the time and they make me laugh, where somebody goes, I've got my funnel set up. It's going to be $17 with a $47 upsell, a $37 downsell, then another $47 upsell. Do you guys think that'll convert? What? That's the wrong question. The question is, do you have a niche that will buy your product in those things? And if you have chosen your niche correctly, then it'll convert. If you didn't choose your niche right, what are you even talking about? Selling stuff has nothing to do with the price. It's got to do with, are people wanting to buy what you're selling at the price that you're selling at? That's it. Don't get sucked into this stuff. It is way simpler. And I want to hold your hand every single step of the way with a real world case study. Not hidden, not look at my testing. I want to actually set up a site that Robert and I actually sell, that we still market today, that you can go buy right now, that we make hundreds of thousands of dollars from. And I want to show you every single click that we ever did in order to set that up, market it, and sell it. And it's all waiting for you inside of Membership Cube 3.0. It's an 8-module course. The first one is we're going to show you how to set up your membership site. And we don't want you to like go and do a whole bunch of work. No, we want you to use our clone. We want you to start with a site already set up, so all you have to do is fill in the blank. Fill in the blank. I don't want you to worry about how you have to set up the dang dashboard. I just want you to fill in the blanks and move forward. So we walk you through setting that up with our clones. Then we walk you through creating a 1-hour product and how to get crazy with the dashboards. We're going to teach you how to set up your sales letter. We're going to teach you how to write copy, how to write your own copy. We're going to teach you how to do every single step, and you're going to watch us do it on a real live site that we have. We're going to show you how to do list building with upsells and downsells if you want them, how to turn your site into a fixed term site, and how to host your videos on S3. We're going to show you how to do a continuity site, and what's really cool, how to do the physical, which is Kunaki DVDs, where we ship you stuff with DVDs, how to make books, all of that stuff, plus how to set up the directory membership site, just like Dr. Charles did. And then we're going to show you how we keep people in our sites, how we reduce refunds, and how we multiply our profit from people that already have bought. It's all waiting for you right now inside of Membership Cube 3.0. The reason it's Membership Cube is there's 6 sides to a cube. You need all of these for your business. You need a single payment site, that's your low-end product. You need a free membership site, that's how you build your list. You need a fixed term site, lots of downloads, things to sell. A coaching site, that's where you get really paid the big bucks. And then a continuity site, that's your easy, passive, recurring income. And then finally, if you really want to push it over the top, start collecting addresses, do the hybrid model, which is we send you a book, we send you the DVDs, and you have the directory. So it's all inside of there for you with component one, where you get the training. You get the 8 modules we just talked about, plus you get a recorded Q&A bonus call for a total value of $4,473. But that's not all, because remember, I want you to have every single thing that you need in one place. So I'm not just going to give you the training, but I'm going to give you every plugin that you need. Every plugin that you need. Everything, because I don't want you to just have some of it. I want you to have it all. So you're going to get our WP Notepad, which you use to create the checklist and the graph. We're going to give you our video player so you can do the cool thing like I showed you in the directory. Also, it'll allow you to host your videos on Amazon S3. We're going to give you WP Kunaki, which lets you do the directory and addresses. I'm going to buy you your own copy of Wishlist Member Unlimited. We're going to give you our membership theme. Yep, the exact same one that we use. WP Drip to drip pages and make dashboard pages. WP Import, so you can bulk import data if you want. We're going to give you this thing called WP Reseller, which is what we use when you guys see us have all these different sites on one, so that you can white label your site. We're going to give you the plugins to integrate with your autoresponder, how to get people to automatically be able to one-click sign up and upsell your training. We're going to let you spy on your members with WP Stats Pro so you can see everything that they do in your members area. We're going to give you Wishlist Protector, Wishlist Triggers, which is awesome. It allows you, if somebody signs up for one of your sites, say you want to give them a bonus on another site, it automatically sets them up on whatever sites you want. We're going to give you Gravatar Manager so you can show people's pictures. All of these plugins are sold separately, literally every day, for a total value of $2,568. But I want to give you a special offer on those. You're going to get all of the training we talked about, all of the plugins we talked about, for a value so far of $7,041. But that's not it. I also want to give you some cool new bonuses, and that's what's inside of component number 3. We're going to do a done-for-you membership funnel. Now, inside of the course, we show you how to do a single payment site, a fixed term site, a continuity site, and a coaching site. When you are ready and you decide which you want set up, you fill in a form, and I will personally go in and build your site from the clone. So you don't even have to do that. I'm going to do that for you, make sure it's all set up, then you can just go in and fill in the blanks. We're going to give you Backup Creator Express for 1 year, Paper Template Ultimate for 1 year. We're going to give you our membership site checklist. You have challenges, recordings, transcripts, a community to talk to, and lifetime access for a total value of $5,233. So you're going to get everything we talked about, all of the training, all of the bonuses, all of the plugins, for a total value of $12,274. But you're also going to get our clones, and I kind of mentioned this, and here's the thing. Robert and I never set up a site from scratch. In fact, when we set up a new site, we go into Membership Cube, we grab the clones, and we set up our clones. That's how we start every one of our sites. So we're going to give you a clone for your front end sales letter so that you can take payments. We're going to give you a clone for a single payment membership site, which is just your simple download area, a fixed term site, a continuity site, and a coaching site, all for a total value of $2,285. So you're going to get all of it, the training, the bonuses, the plugins, the clones, total value of $14,599. But here's the thing. We both know I'm not going to charge you that price. I'm not going to charge you $10,000, $8,000, $6,000. In fact, here's the thing. Just a couple of years ago, just setting up a membership site, just the software was $5,000. And I'm not going to tell you how if you just get 5 members at $99 a month for a 5-month site would get you $2,500. But did you notice that just the plugins alone, just the tools that you need to have a site that runs correctly is $2,568? Well, here's the thing. Robert and I could bundle this course up. We could sell it at a live event and have an event for $2,000, but I don't want to do that. I want to make it accessible to all of you. So today, it's just $1,497. But before you go and buy, I'm going to pause for just 1 second so that if you're not serious about using the 1951 method, if you're not serious about having everything that you need, you can go ahead and take off now. Because this is for people that are ready to take it to the next level, that are sick of buying things that don't have the hand holding, that are sick of not getting the results that they deserve. So here's the thing. If you're still here, that's great. And I only saw a couple of you leave, but I had to wait until somebody left. Otherwise, I wasn't going to move on. But if you're still here, that's great because that means that you are ready to move forward, that you're a great marketer, person, and entrepreneur. And I want to give you an extra incentive for jumping on this right now. The price will never be this low again. In fact, it's crazy when you think that just the price for Wishlist member is $300 by itself. It's yours today for just $997. And here's the thing, is I don't care how you got here or what you've done in your online career. The mistakes that you made, well, they're what's got you here today. But what is important is what you're going to do next, how you're going to set things up, how you're going to adjust, and what money you're going to make. The 1951 method is great and it moves you forward. And I want to personally be responsible to move you forward, to say, you know what, this internet marketing stuff actually works. There are people that actually train the way that they say they're going to train and do the things that they say they're going to do. I want you to set up a mini course with checklists, have a sales letter, fill it up with members and expand your business. I don't care if you have a fixed term site, bonus calls, group coaching site. I want you to know how to do it all. And by now, you're beginning to get this, that this is a great deal. So what if you use WP Notepad to fully differentiate yourself from your competition and have checklists and have something in your membership area? Or what if you use this course as the motivation you've always needed to get your next project done? Get it online, adjust it, and then make it perfect later. Use WP Kunaki to set up your directory or send out DVDs or follow up with people in a different way. Are you ready to stop trading time for dollars? Are you ready to change lives and make a real difference? Again, it's just $997. You get the 9 training modules, you get the sales letters, you get all of the stuff that you need. And even if you know part of this, do you have everything that you need in one place? Do you need these plugins, Drip, Notepad, Kunaki, Reseller, Triggers, Stats, and more? You can have the clones. It's just one click and you're done. And I'll even personally install one site for you. You get the transcripts. They're really cool. They even have screenshots. What else could you possibly want? It's just $997 right now at membershipcube.com. But I know there is something else that you want, isn't there? What if I could make this totally affordable to every single one of you on this call right now? Is that something you'd be interested in? Because check this out. Here's what I want to do for everybody that's here right now today. If you're here right now today, I'm going to give you every single thing that we talked about. No drip content, no waiting on licenses, no you don't get everything right away. I want to give you every single thing that we talked about right now in the next few minutes, interest-free for just 22 payments of $47. That's it. $47 today, you get access to everything that you want. You try us out. You find out if I'm lying or telling the truth. You find out how good my training is. You find out how easy my system is for just $47. You have absolutely nothing to risk. Just 22 easy payments of $47, and it's 100% risk-free. So if for any reason at all, in the next 30 days, you want a refund, maybe you decide 1951 doesn't work for you. Maybe you decide you're the only one that doesn't need a membership site. Maybe you just decide it's not for you. Fine. Contact our help desk and we'll refund the entire thing for you in the next 30 days. All you have to do is risk $47 if that's what you want. The only catch is I'm going to take back all the software licenses because I actually pay for them out of my pocket so that you can have that. So that's fair. And right now, you have a decision to make. The good news is it's an easy decision. So right now, go to www.membershipcube.com to secure your spot. Scroll down to the bottom, choose whether you're going to pay it off all off right now or whether you want the payment plans, and send your first payment to Double Agent Marketing, LLC. You're going to log into the membership site in the next few minutes, and you're going to be ready to go. You'll get started today. In fact, if you sign up right now, I guarantee you, if you go through the first module, okay, ready for this? I guarantee you, if you go through the first module, go through the training tonight, by tonight, you will have your first site online. You will have your first site set up to PayPal. You will have your first site ready to take payments tonight. 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 You don't have to wait. I want to get you a big result tonight. You have nothing to risk. So go ahead, head over to membershipcube.com. Do it right now. In fact, I'll do it with you. We'll go over to www.membershipcube.com. That's membershipcube.com. Everything that we talked about today is on this page waiting for you. You can read the testimonials. You can see what's happened. You can make sure you know that everything's in there. And then again, you can either take the $47 option and payments, or you can pay it all off right now. It's up to you. Either way, you get access to absolutely everything today. So go ahead, set it up, be ready to go, have your first site online and ready to go tonight, and we will see you in the members area. My name is Lance Tomashiro. Thank you very much. Head on over to membershipcube.com and have a great day.